And if you'll notice, in several shots of the trailer, yes, the black stormtrooper is wearing the stormtrooper outfit. However, he's most likely not a stormtrooper, but he's actually somehow infiltrated the stormtrooper ranks because possibly he's a Republic spy or, excuse me, agent maybe. Because he's definitely strikes me as a good guy. He's probably going to be one of our main characters, and definitely going to be a good guy. And that cute little droid rolling around, I hope they're not trying to replace him for R2D2. Because come on, let's face it, nobody can ever replace R2D2. That's a fact. Sorry, but I'm sure he's his own character, and I'm sure it'll be fun. But oh, wow, there's just so much in that trailer. That's something I forgot to cover in the first part. During the narration, we see a cloaked, hooded figure reaching his robotic hand out to R2D2, and it looks like they're by a campfire in the middle of the desert. And that very well could be Luke, an old-aged Luke Skywalker with R2 as his only companion, because maybe he's become a recluse and he doesn't even keep in touch with Han or Leia anymore. Who knows why? But it's most likely Luke. I'd say it's a 99% chance that it's Luke, because who else has a robotic metal hand and has a special relationship with R2D2? So it's most likely Luke. But as to why they're sitting by a campfire and it appears that they're alone, who knows? Hopefully this time, if Tusken Raiders attack, Luke will be more prepared and ready to take them down. But yeah, and then the rest of the trailer was just, oh my god, and the short little fight scenes that we saw, like whoever was attacking the stormtroopers, and the chrome silver looking stormtrooper, and the super scary looking Sith Lord, and the lightsaber. Wow, it was just, oh my goodness, there's just so much to take in, so much to absorb. And of course, the highlight of the trailer, what I thought was the highlight, is that the last thing we see is Han and Chewie standing side by side, recreating that classic look. Here's Han and here's Chewie with the crossbow. And, Han smiles, he's like, Chewie, we're home. And, I saw that for the first time. I'm like, yes! Yeah! That was awesome! And my coworkers that were all standing around, we all literally cheer. We're like, yeah! Yeah, all right! We all had bright smiles on our faces, and it just filled us with so much joy and hope. Oh my god. And the music! They played the classic traditional music. So, John Williams may not necessarily be composing all of the movie, but they might be using bits and pieces of his original classic stuff. And in the trailer, it just blended it all so well together. Now, something I thought was kind of funny, I'm surprised people didn't pick up on it. At least, I'm sure most people did, but a few that I've talked to, some people seemed confused about what did Han mean by when he said to Chewie, we're home. And to me, it was pretty obvious. I mean, they're clearly standing in the hallway of the Millennium Falcon, and maybe that's the first time they've been inside or back on the Millennium Falcon in almost 30 years or so, or, not necessarily 30 years, but a very, very long time. Neither one of them has set foot on the Millennium Falcon. It's hard to say. Or maybe... they're in outer space and they haven't been in outer space for so long because they've both been living on Tatooine for the past 30 years. Who knows? It's hard to tell. But Han is definitely, the way his face lights up, he and Chewie are definitely feeling extremely reminiscent about the Millennium Falcon, because they're standing there, they're both smiling. He's like, we're home. So they're definitely inside the Millennium Falcon, and I think it's like probably the first time in a very long time that either of them has set foot there. So it's all just so extremely, extremely exciting. And, it's just absolutely phenomenal. And then it makes you wonder who was handing a lightsaber to whom. Because we saw a hand we saw somebody's hand handing over a lightsaber to somebody, and it might have been Luke, but I think it might have been one of Han and Leia's children. Or I say or Luke's son. But the reason why I keep switching it between Luke's niece or nephew instead of his son or daughter is because I don't know if they'll stick to the traditional ways that Jedi are not allowed to love or have children. That's why I keep saying niece or nephew in regards to Luke Skywalker. But it's possible, maybe now that Luke is officially the new leader of the Jedi Order, being the last Jedi in the universe until he trains a few recruits, he can make whatever rules he wants. Maybe he does have a wife and children, or maybe he is teaching his niece and nephew to, become Jedi Knights. It's all very, very exciting to think about. The possibilities are endless. The theories are just out there. And, another question is, who is chasing the Millennium Falcon? Clearly an upgraded TIE fighter. But who's actually driving the Millennium Falcon? Is it Han and Chewie? Yeah, most likely. But could it be the Black Stormtrooper and Han and Leia's daughter? Yes. Could it be Luke? Yeah, why not? Sure. Could it be somebody else? Yeah, absolutely. What I'm curious about is this a movie? Here's what I think could happen. This is one of my theories. It's been 30 years since the fall of the Galactic Empire. The galaxy is living in relative peace, and the New Republic is the new governing body over the entire star system. Han and Leia are both aged, and they have full-grown children. Luke is a practicing old Jedi, and maybe he's got a couple other Jedis who are, joining him in the new Jedi Order. Is he headquartered on Coruscant like the original Jedi Temple? Maybe. Maybe the new Jedi Temple is located on Tatooine. Maybe he's honoring his roots, and that's where he decided to open the new Jedi Temple. Who knows? It's hard to say. But Luke is definitely not the only Jedi. There are going to be other Jedi appearing in this movie. Hopefully Yoda's ghost. Sorry, I say that because Yoda is my #1 all-time favorite character. But, who knows? Maybe he probably won't appear in it, but I'm sure they'll mention him or something. Anyway, but yeah, Luke is not the only Jedi. 30 years' time, there's no way in hell he could be the only Jedi still left in the galaxy. He must have trained and has numerous apprentices, and now those apprentices have become masters and have Padawans of their own. So, 30 years is a long time, so I'm sure there are tons of other Jedi out there. Now, what's curious, as I was getting to my original point, is this a movie where it's been 30 years of peace and prosperity, and suddenly it is shattered, destroyed, shaken by the presence or the appearance of a new Sith Lord or a new threat, that a faction of the Empire has indeed survived, and there's some kind of imperial force out there that has been surviving this whole time and hidden in the shadows, and it's finally ready to reveal itself because it has a small, upgraded it has a new upgraded stormtrooper unit and a stormtrooper army, and they're ready to try to take back the galaxy and reclaim it for the Sith. Or is this some new Sith Lord who was inspired by Palpatine and possibly Darth Vader to become a Sith Lord like his predecessors and rule the galaxy for himself, and he has somehow recruited disgruntled citizens of the galaxy to become new stormtroopers? Who knows? Like I said, the possibilities are endless. But one thing's for certain, the Sith is definitely behind this new surge of upgraded stormtroopers. And they're attacking somebody, and somebody is definitely fighting back against them. So, oh my god, it's just so exciting to think about, and I cannot wait for the movie. I was already excited for it, and now I am even more tremendously excited for it. Oh, so great job, J.J. Abrams. Great job, cast and crew. I mean, so far, it looks incredible, and I can't wait to see more footage, and I just can't wait for the movie overall. And overall, my reaction to this trailer, much like Kevin Smith's picture from a year ago when he visited the Star Wars set, he couldn't go into specifics, but all he did was post this picture with a tear. His eyes are filled with tears, and he's got a tear coming down his eye because he was so overjoyed by what he saw. And the caption simply read, "The Force is strong with this movie." I'm like, thank you, Kevin Smith. Thank you so much for, reassuring our hopes, and I'm sure he enjoyed it too. I mean, I hope there's a video or some article where Kevin Smith talks about his reaction to the trailer and how much he enjoyed it. So overall, yes, excellent trailer. Excellent trailer. Very well done. Now, before I wrap up my video, I think I've covered all of my theories and possibilities on the breakdown of the trailer, and on the subject of trailers, you know, I can't believe I didn't open with this, but we finally had our first official teaser to Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I say teaser because it was literally 20 seconds long, and it doesn't really offer us that much, which I like because they're saving the good, juicy stuff for the full-length trailer, which is supposed to premiere April 20th, which is next Monday. So only 4 more days, and we will have the full-length trailer for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Because Zack Snyder tweeted from his own account revealing this little teaser, and all it is a picture of Superman's costume, just the costume, no Henry Cavill, and then it cuts, and then the music shifts ever so slightly to a darker tone, and there, lo and behold, is the new Batman costume, and it looks great. No Ben Affleck is wearing it. It's just on display, most likely in the Batcave or something, because it looks awfully dark. And then it finishes with Batman v Superman for 2015, meaning the full-length trailer will premiere this coming Monday, April 20th. So, oh, it's so exciting! We have the first full-length trailer of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and we will soon have the first full-length trailer for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, originally reported to be attached to Mad Max Fury Road, but who cares? The earlier the better, I say. Oh, it's just so exciting. And you know what, you guys? I'm just so pumped and so excited right now that if I forgot or glossed over anything in the video, please feel free to point it out and leave your comments, suggestions, and thoughts and opinions down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed these trailers and teasers as much as I have. And as soon as we get more footage and see new things, I will definitely be posting more and more videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you next time. Stay tuned for more content, and as usual, may the Force be with you.